welcome to Watch Mojo. And today we're counting down our picks for times where things in the music world lined up in fascinating and unexplainable ways.
Lennon was shot and killed at about 11 o'clock last night.
Number 10. ZZ Top's beards. ZZ Top's signature beards have become a part of their image, and it's a look that only they could pull off. So it's ironic that this iconic look happened due to a happy coincidence, not something the band planned. Billy Gibbons and Dusty Hill grew their beards in the late 1970s during a 2-year hiatus from touring. Neither had shaved for the entire break when the band reunited to record new tracks. The band does have a third member, and it's drummer, who isn't rocking the signature look. But would you believe that Beard is his last name? Number 9. David Bowie and Freddie Mercury met before Stardom. Under Pressure is a classic pairing of two giant talents that deservedly became a huge hit. Freddie Mercury and David Bowie's vocals meld so smoothly, you just assume they were old friends. Well, in one sense, the two may have known each other many years before their collaboration. Back in the early 70s, before they were the celebrities they would become, sources say the future lead singer of Queen once sold a pair of boots to Ziggy Stardust himself. Bowie was making a name for himself, but at this point, he wasn't a major star. Were they moon boots, perhaps? After all, Bowie is known to be pretty out of this world. Number 8. Duran Duran members share name, but aren't related. The band may be called Duran Duran, but perhaps a suitable alternate name for them could have been Taylor Taylor Taylor.
My name is Rio and she dances on the sand.
The reason it would fit? 3 band members shared the same last name: bass guitarist John Taylor, guitar player Andy Taylor, and drummer Roger Taylor.
When she shines, she really shows you all she can.
While this fact might have you assuming that the trio of musicians is family, believe it or not, they are entirely unrelated by blood.
Oh, Rio, hear them shout across the land.
Maybe the Swifties could consider adopting a new favorite artist. After all, with this band, they get 3 Taylors for the price of 1. Number 7. Multiple Eleanor Rigbys.
Look at all the lonely people.
There were 2 coincidences on the night that John Lennon and Paul McCartney met in 1957 while attending a party at St. Peter's Church in Woolton. The first, of course, is that they met at all, changing the future of music forever. The second is the location of their meeting, which is very close to the grave of one Eleanor Rigby.
Eleanor Rigby picks up the rice in the church where a wedding has been.
When McCartney penned the Beatles track years later, he declared the name of the character a tribute to actress Eleanor Braun and a Bristol shop called Rigby and Evans Ltd.
All the lonely people, where do they all come from?
However, he later changed his tune, admitting that the gravestone may have played a role in naming the song, but only subliminally.
All the lonely people, where do they all belong?
Number 6. Unnerving Who album cover. The Who's final album before the untimely death of core member Keith Moon, Who Are You?, was released in August of 1978.
I woke up in a Soho doorway up a Eastman Monday.
The album's cover art depicts Moon sitting backward on a chair with the message "not to be taken away" written on the back of it. The phrase "not to be taken away" is slightly unnerving,
I stayed back and I hiccuped. I look back on my busy day.
given the added context of knowing that Moon would pass away only a few weeks after the album came out. It's a great photo of the band that makes for a more than suitable album cover, but the sense of creepy irony added by this fact gives it an extra and unwanted importance. Number 5. Whitney Houston and her daughter's deaths both involved bathtubs. The circumstances surrounding the death of pop superstar Whitney Houston are tragic, as are the ones surrounding the death of her daughter, Bobby Christina Brown.
As the adorable daughter of pop icon Whitney Houston, Bobby Christina Brown was thrust into the spotlight at a tender age.
But a sad coincidence that some people may not know is that the deaths of both Whitney and her daughter have something in common. Both Whitney's and Bobby Christina's heartbreaking early deaths involved a bathtub.
She posted these photos on Instagram and tweeted, "Miss you, mommy, so much."
While Whitney drowned by accident bathing in a hotel in 2012, 22-year-old Bobby Christina was also found in a tub, leading to her being in a coma for several months, eventually passing away in 2015.
Life also cut short by pain and tragedy.
Number 4. Music icons dying in Harry Nilsson's apartment. Singer Harry Nilsson once owned a small Mayfair flat in London that, on the surface, may have seemed unremarkable.
Gotta get up, gotta get out, gotta get home before the morning comes.
What makes the location eerily notable, however, is its connection to music history beyond just who owned it. Indeed, what makes it more significant isn't who lived there, but who died there.
I spend the night in a chair thinking she'll be there, but she never comes.
The Who's drummer Keith Moon sadly overdosed in the rented apartment in 1978 at the age of 32, while singer Cass Elliot passed from a heart ailment there in 1974, also at age 32. You might be surprised that one person who did not die there is Nilsson himself, who passed away in California.
And the open road was the only road he knew.
Number 3. Dimebag Darrell and John Lennon shooting similarities. Dimebag Darrell of Pantera fame and John Lennon of the Beatles are highly regarded artists in the rock world.
How are you?
Nervous, but okay. Thank you.
Both artists' deaths came because of a crazed fan with a gun.
And Vinny came off the drum riser and he's coming at me and he's going, "He just shot my brother, he shot my brother."
This fact alone would be a similarity that would link the deaths of both artists, but it doesn't end there. December 8th is the date of death for both Darrell and Lennon, albeit 24 years apart.
The man accused of shooting Lennon dropped his gun afterward and waited for police to arrive.
However, the distance in years did little to prevent fans of the two artists from making the connection, making December 8th a dreary date for many rock fans. Number 2. The Coup's unfortunate album cover.
Almost 10 o'clock, see I got a ball of lip for property, so I slip my beanie on sloppily and promenade out to take up a collection.
A cover for a 2001 album by hip-hop band The Coup, Party Music, was swiftly swapped by Elektra Records and replaced before release.
See my old school partner say his brother got popped. Pay my respects, can you ring the bell? We came to my stop.
The reason? The album art depicted an explosion at the World Trade Center, which wasn't the best look in the world following the attack on September 11th. Understandably, the label pushed back the planned September release, also changing the cover. The Coup decided on the cover art in June, a couple of months before planes hit the towers. We don't think this was an instance of prophecy, but it wouldn't be the wildest conspiracy theory we've heard.
Mr. Coke said to Mr. Mayor, you know we got a process like Ice-T's here.
While the album was called Party Music, it was years before Americans would even joke about the event. So partying was out of the question. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. 27 Club.
Come as you are, as you were.
We're sure that being a celebrity comes with its fair share of perks, including access to some of the most exclusive clubs in town. But there's one club that nobody should be aspiring to be a member of, no matter how high their level of celebrity is, and that's the dreaded 27 Club.
Acting funny, but I don't know why. Excuse me while I kiss this guy.
The name of the fabled club comes from the number of names in the entertainment industry who have passed away at the unfortunately young age of 27.
Why does everything go wrong?
Many notable musicians have died at this age under various tragic circumstances, such as Kurt Cobain, Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison, Jimi Hendrix, and Amy Winehouse. Comment your picks below for music moments when things seem too in sync to be a coincidence. Check out these other clips from Watch Mojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.